Hello, welcome to our Monday Business News Report. It's now time to bring you a feature on the show today as we focus on the automobile sector. As prices of imported second-hand vehicles, popularly known as Tokunbo vehicles, are gradually getting out of the reach of average income earners in Nigeria. According to a price watch list, prices of Tokunbo new cars in the country have tripled due to high clearing fees and processing, high duty, freight rate, security surcharges, insurance on Nigeria-bound cargoes, unfriendly port environments, and also illegal charges of government agencies, now worsened by the high exchange rate. A survey of current prices of vehicles on an average shows that Toyota Corolla of 2004-2005 model, so for about 1.9 million naira, is currently well over 2.4 million and 2.5 million naira, and a Lexus 330 2005 model is now above 2.4 million naira from its earlier 1.9 million naira range, and a RX 350 2006-2007 is now above 4 million naira. Joining me now to discuss this and much more virtually, I have Mohammed Iyamo, the co-founder of AutoCheck. Good to have you on the breakfast show this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, Nigeria spent about 601.51 billion naira on importation of vehicles just this first half of this year. Now, let's paint a realistic picture of just how much freight charges, forex scarcity and other fundamental challenges make clearing of vehicles in the country extremely expensive compared to the ranges we have in the likes of Ghana and Benin Republic.
Thank you. I mean, ordinarily, there's been there's currently a shortage in terms of the used vehicle supply into the country, and primarily this has been caused by the pandemic that we recently just faced last year. And of course, once supply reduces and demand increases, there's bound to be inflation in prices. Coupled with an increase in import tariffs, like you mentioned, and customs protocol in the Nigerian ports has also escalated the cost of vehicles. There's also been a 50% increase in terminal handling charges, like the government announced earlier in the year. And, if you want to compare it to other markets like Cotonou, Ghana, Togo, like you mentioned, primarily, once goods come into the country, the challenge that we have is that the vessels don't have cargo to also go back with, because of the congestion that we face at the ports and other charges. So this is a major reason why most of these charges have gone up significantly.
And this situation is unfavorable for Nigerians. But now let's look at the worst case scenario. If the situation continues, what do you forecast would be the spike now in the level of cost Nigerians would have to incur for their imported vehicles, from your perspective?
I mean, once there's inflation, and there's no corresponding policy to back that up, it sort of makes things much more difficult for the common Nigerian to gain access to vehicles. If you look at those, for example, who are doing ride hailing, it sort of starts to push it out of their reach. Like you mentioned earlier, the prices of a Corolla, which is typically what a ride hailing operator would use, has gone up by about 50%, right? So it continuously puts a strain on the day-to-day for the average Nigerian, and then, makes it very difficult for us as a people to even commute or transport goods.
Now, let's also look at the menace of smuggled vehicles and non-payment of duty. These are major challenges that the customs is also taking a tougher stance on. Now, what further measures do you think we can also adopt to checkmate the illegal entry of such vehicles so that then we can have sanity at the ports and then we can have proper legal importation of vehicles that would also meet the needs of the masses?
So I think the government is, currently doing a great job. As also recently announced with the Ministry of Finance, they've launched the VREG platform. And this VREG platform, basically, all road users, all car owners are supposed to register their vehicle identification number there. This platform is also linked to databases such as Interpol and the likes, different countries. So once you are able to log in there, you are able to get more information about your vehicle, if that's coming through the right channels and all of that. So I think what really needs to be done is that, this platform needs to be made available to local dealers, for example, so that they can also log in their information there. And it needs to also be publicized, pushed out there to the people so that anyone can go and check it out and they know the status of their vehicle.
Conversation now. Let's have your projection for the auto manufacturing sector and also assembling in Nigeria in the medium to long term for businesses like yours, also in the field of car financing. What do you think the future would be?
I mean, I think the future is very bright. I think the future is very bright for assembling. AutoCheck basically is focusing on democratizing the access to vehicles through financing for the common man, the common Nigerian. We also work very closely with people who want to use vehicles for ride hailing. They can come in and get financing as well. In the case of indigenous manufacturing, I think Innocin and the Dangote Sinok truck platform, they are doing very well. Right now, I would say that both governments and we, the individuals, just need to support as much as possible. We need better government policies to guide or to enhance this production. And then, of course, local patronage is very key, starting from our corporates to the governments and businesses around alike. I think also it's very key to mention that as the world moves towards electric vehicles, Nigeria must strive to ensure that we don't remain latent. It's also time that we'll start to look into this technology and also start to assemble in whatever capacity, be starting from whether it's motorbikes or scooters up onto the vehicles that you have them today.
And also talking about the future now, we have the conversations around auto gas, which is also going to power vehicles, or we have electric cars. I was going to ask you, which do you see Nigeria tilting to? The federal government still insists we're in the decade of gas, hence the conversation around gas-powered vehicles. But do you see the adoption of electric cars in Nigeria, especially as we have power challenges, still a major issue?
So I don't think power challenges should be a deterrent to electric vehicles. If you look at it today, should we say that because we don't refine our gas, our oil, that we shouldn't, use the current vehicles? I think it wouldn't be a wise decision to go with the gas-powered vehicles. The world is moving towards electric vehicles, and I think, even though we don't have the policies in place to support or back it, we need to start to look into it at whatever capacity possible. I also strongly believe that now is the right time for Africa as a whole to frog leap in terms of technology. We have skipped or we have missed the industrialization age. The technological age is upon us now, and we have the resources, we have the human resources to take advantage of it. So I really believe in private businesses, coming together to ensure that Africa actually frog leaps with technology.
Well, I share your optimism as well, and we look forward to the future of cars and transportation in Nigeria. Thank you very much for your time on the Breakfast Show this morning. Mohammed Iyamu has been speaking with the co-founder of AutoCheck. Thank you very much once again.